Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's T, the RIF with T. Hopefully you caught my first video. If not, I'm T, a couple decades as a federal employee, and I did a majority of my time as an HR specialist, HR team lead, all over HR basically from the beginning of my career up until recently. I wanted to deep dive into the RIFs. Now, so we all know that they have put a pause on the RIFs, but that doesn't mean that it's over. It doesn't mean that we're safe. It doesn't mean that everybody's being recalled back to work. It doesn't mean anything yet until it goes through the courts, as we all know. So I want to just take a minute to deep dive into what a RIF is, what you should be looking for, and things that you should see in a RIF letter. And if not, those are the things that you need to bring immediately to the attention of your HR office. Let's get into it. First off, let's talk about what absolutely needs to happen with the RIF. Now, I'm going to talk about a RIF in a sense of what it normally is and what classically it has been done. So what it should be and what it should look like. I'm not going to refer to what's going on now because I don't know, and neither does anybody know which way this is going, especially for federal force to be such a small part of the budget. We all know it's not money. First thing first, let's talk about absolutely needs to be in your RIF letter. First off, I got my notes here. This video today is for those who have either already received a RIF letter or are preparing to receive one, or just want to know just in case if you have to prepare. Let's all be ready. First, let's begin about what should absolutely be in your RIF letter. It should be the reason for the action, whether it is a budget cut, downsize, reorg, whatever. Your reason should be in your RIF letter. Effective date, the date that your position is officially effective. Also, competitive level and your competitive area. Basically, what employees you're being compared against. Your retention standing. So that would mean your ranking based on your tenure, your veterans preference, performance, any things of that sort. Your assignment right, which is also known as bump and retreat, is basically whether you have the right to be moved into another position. So, or the right or the ranking or whatever to be moved into another position. So always double check to make sure all these pieces are stated clearly. Anything that is missing or vague could be a problem. Truly is a problem. Next up, how to make sure your time was counted correctly. You want to make sure that any federal service that you have is correctly and accurately accounted for. If you're a veteran and you bought back your time, you want to make sure that your military service is correctly accounted for. And if you had any leave without pay, you want to make sure that's accurately counted. And any breaks in service in your federal service, you want to make sure those things are accurately accounted for. Okay, this is the part that trips people up. Your service compensation date for RIF purposes may not, and most likely will not, be the same as what your SED date is for your leave. So here's some reasons why those dates may differ. Your performance appraisal. Under RIF, your performance appraisal, your agency gives you extra time for higher performance, often using your last 3 years for your last 3 years rankings. That can move you up or down on the register. So certain veterans get additional protections and retention points. It just depends. Subgroup placement. If you have career tenure, veterans preference, or a disability status, this can change where you fall in subgroup ranking. Even if two employees started on the same day in their federal service, their RIF standing could be very different based on all the other factors. If you take nothing else away from today, please take this. Read your RIF letter carefully, verify your points, verify your service, ask questions if something doesn't look right. You have to move fast once you receive the letter. Mind you, I'm still new at this, but if you would like a checklist to help you review your letter, I'll drop something in the comments below. I'll try to attach a checklist in the comments below because, you know, I'm HR, so I'm used to doing checklists. But if you need some guidance, little help, if you feel like you want a checklist to help you walk through your letter and make sure that you have, or just have it on hand in case you've received one, check the description below. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share. Get with me in the comments. Let's talk about things. Mind you, this will not be the only thing we talk about because I'm such a large person with a large personality, right? That I'm going to be talking and sharing much more. But because of where we're at and because of the things that I choose to share, I would love to help where I can. So again, subscribe, comment, like, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Talk to me in the comments. Leave questions below if you have any. And look forward to sharing my next video with you. Look out for my video where we talk about the SF50s. That's coming soon if it's not out already. But I want to share how you do review your SF50 to make sure that this kind of goes hand in hand with this one. So be on the lookout for my SF50 video. You've given me the most precious thing you own, which is your time. So I appreciate it. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.